Lesson 7, direct proportion. So this is really worded problems for linear equations. I've just grabbed this one from the textbook. Water is poured into an empty tank. It takes 3 hours to fill the tank with 6,000 litres. What is the rate at which the water is poured into the tank? So we know that we're going to start with 0 at 0 time. There will be 0 litres of water in this tank. And using our question here, we can say that after 3 hours, where t equals 3, we're going to have 6,000 litres in the tank. So what is the rate at which the water is poured into the tank? We can use our rise over run stuff, which gives us 200. So our gradient is 200. So for part, draw a graph of the volume. Well, we know that we've got a point here and a point here. Labeling the two values there. Gradient of the graph we've just done is 200. The rule for V, well, V is going to be 200 times t, the time that passes. And we could write plus 0, but it doesn't actually change anything. Again, that's our y-intercept, so let's just go back to what we've got here. Part D, the volume after 1.5 hours. So this is when t equals 1.5. So the volume is 200 times 1.5. And that is going to give us 300 litres. II is the time to fill 5,000 litres, or D part 2. And you can see if we divide both sides by 2,000, we end up with T equals 5,000 over 2,000 is the same as 5 over 2. So we could call that 2.5 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes. All right, question 2. Reginald wants to see how many McNuggets he can eat. On the first day of August, where t equals 1, he eats 3 McNuggets. On the third day of August, t equals 3, he eats 9 McNuggets. I made this question up. Sorry, it's a bit of a stupid one. Find M. So we've got our 2 points, which is 1 and 3, and 3 and 9. So using rise over run, 9 minus 3 over 3 minus 1, 6 over 2, which is 3. So that's our gradient. Sketch Reginald's improvement. So we're going from 1 and 3 here to 3 and 9 here. Of course, labeling those points. How many nugs can you eat? I don't know. What's the best I've done? Probably 21 maybe. All right, this is a very important question, relevant to your lives after school. Question 3, the rule for how angry Mr. C gets when his wife is watching Gilmore Girls follows angry equals 4t. So t is in minutes, so it doesn't take me very long to get angry. And angry levels are ranked in baboons, as you'll see later in this question. So what is the gradient for angry equals 4t? Well, that's just our coefficient of t, which is 4. So we can say m equals 4. Find how angry I am after t equals 6 seconds. So that would be a equals 4 times 6, which is 24. Mr. C must go for a walk when his anger reaches 36 baboons. How long does this take? And of course we can divide both sides by 4. Cancelling out here, leaving us with t equals, what's that, 9. And minutes, I think this was. So make sure you're stating any values for these, but they're pretty straightforward questions. It's just like what we've been working on, but in worded form.